Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. What up? How's everybody doing? So, today is I don't know, fairly boring day in comics. It is what it is. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about, and I'll open toys, because what's up? Oh man, yep. Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This is when all of a sudden the world just goes crazy for me, because I will be busy until about noon tomorrow, my time. And then and that's usually when I'll fall asleep for a couple hours. Bleh, bleh. Still have a couple comics to read. Still have a couple things to open. Still want to make a couple more videos, just like chilling type stuff. And yeah. Anyway, let's see what you guys talking about here. There's already a bunch of people here. Yeto, what's up, Yeto? Catching it live. Hey, yellow. Been a while since I joined your live. See, I was just talking about that. Usually passed out around this time on Saturdays. Into the feeling. Cryptid, what's up, Cryptid? So yeah, Deadpool's King in Black tie-in establishes who his island's MVP is, and oh yeah, just got Venomized, so screw you, Null. Oh wow. Oh, I bought the comic book too. I didn't actually read it yet. I'm going to. I'm gonna have to do a freaking review about that now, aren't I? Oh, that's so messed up. Oh, that's just evil. Wow. Wow. Anyway, but he's okay now. Hey, Suan, what's going on? Nothing, chilling like this is my day off. Heroes Reborn will be written by Jason Aaron, and well, that's all I need to know. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I knew that. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't so particularly fond of it. At the same time, it doesn't sound. Here's the thing that crushes my soul about it. It actually sounds like a good plot. And that's one of the things that I really like about Aaron is that he's got an amazing pitch. He's got an amazing ability to just think of this great plot and then put it into an elevator pitch, I imagine, and then just tell Marvel or whoever he's going to be working for, hey, here's my idea for something like, that sounds really freaking amazing. And they're real about it. Hey, Raven, what's up, Raven? Okay, first one's yours. Justin Anaya, what's up? Justin Annihilation. Sebastian, I was just thinking about you. And you know, it's funny because today's going to be a Transformers Day. um, this week was rough for me. You want to know? Ask me. I'll tell you. Let me know. Type it out. I'll check it out. Paula, what's up, Paula? How you doing? And fellow alumni. Oh man. Okay, so let's open a couple Transformers things. Is everything here Transformers? No, one thing is not Transformers, but it's Venomized. It's the thing that I was actually telling you guys about, and you've already seen a similar one. Oh, for crying out loud, these Transformer boxes are ridiculous. Anyway, bang! So I told you guys I was going to get another one. So I did, and I got $5 off of it because somebody ripped the bottom of it. I was like, yeah, the box is a little bit destroyed. I don't know if you guys want to send it back. I'm willing to buy it if you want to, like, take a couple bucks off it. Like, you take $5 off. I'm like, $5 is great. I'll happily take $5 because I don't give a funk about the box. You know what I'm saying? You want to know what I think about the box? Let me tell you what I think about the box. Open up my little mini knife here and be like, a whole bunch of people out there, a whole bunch of nerd boys going, wee! No! The box is already messed up, man. Everything. Oh man. Anyway, so let me pop this puppy open. Oh my God, Suan. Jeez. Raven beat me to the super chat. I have failed. Hulk walk off slush. Damn it. Damn it. Marewa, what's up? How you doing, brother? Any more comic books coming out lately? Because I'm saying, oh shoot, that reminds me, I've got a comic book review I got to do for an independent comic book. Crap. I lost a pet. Now you know. Oh, that's easy. Shoot. Who'd you lose? Who did you lose? Because that's not cool. Honestly, was hoping Heroes Reborn could show what Robbie Reyes would be doing if he wasn't written as Aaron by Aaron. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I hear you. Just had weird image of Venomized Megatron. Geek Prime, what's up? Hey, thank you. You're kind of awesome too for showing up and give me something to talk about, and you'll be even cooler still, dude. Like you could be the most awesome person ever. Don't have any feelings about Heroes Reborn, just like back in the day. it was interesting back in the day, right? That 90s storytelling that they always did. Actually, let me leave this open because I got a bunch more to open. To be sending you some comics really. Okay, nice. I can't wait to see. Um, uh, when I saw Doom as Juggernaut, wasn't impressed. Yeah, same, very same. So here's the thing with Jason Aaron. The guy is actually really cool. The guy is amazing at so much of what he does. That being said, I think that I feel that a lot of times the delivery of what he does is just too. He needs to slow down. He needs to calm down. I'm only saying this because I don't really review his books anymore, you know? And this is the reason. He just needs to slow down. He needs to let his story breathe. He's got so many great ideas, unlike so many other writers. That's one of the things about it. I freaking Cryptid convinced me to dislike Aaron. Don't do that. I feel like Aaron is definitely one of the best creative minds out there. I mean, just at the end of the day, it's something like I know sometimes I don't really explain myself as much as I'd like to. Jason Aaron is one of the absolute hands down most creative minds in the entire history of the comic books world, right? That being said, Home Slice just he's got so it kind of works as a detriment against him because he's got so many ideas in that it's like I need to just write this down. And instead of writing them down in a format idea or a format slab where it's like, okay, I've got thousands of stories that I can do. Oh, you know what? I could turn this into a whole different comic book by itself. No, instead, he just goes, I've got to write it down in the comic book form, full comic book script right now. And it's like, dude, but you didn't finish telling the story that you're already telling. So he's just got too much stuff going on. He's got too much being thrown at us. Oh, Raven, you just freaking reminded me of something. I want to buy a Moon Knight locally. It's going to be $70 Canadian. You know, it's a lot of money, but I really want. It's the all white Moon Knight. I've got the Marvel Legends one where he's got the white and the black, like the white armor on top of the black, but I want the one that's just all white that doesn't have any armor on him. And somebody locally here in Mississauga actually has that, and I need to get that. Excuse me. Anyway, so I bought another one of the Venomized Captain Americas because remember I was talking about it would be cool to actually get the shield, and actually have it with the red on it, as though it was Carnage instead, as though he's being splatted by Carnage's stuff. Because I feel like these guys are more likely to be attacked by Carnage. Having the second figure, like I said, I could probably take the hands and then put them into different, clawed positions and whatnot. But for the most part, I don't really need the extra figure. I don't really know what I'll do with this. Maybe I'll like change the tongue and make it, like longer. I don't know how I could do that. Maybe take another tongue for something else, or just melt some plastic and then paint it pink. I honestly don't know, but I just figured this would actually be really cool. Like, bang, look at this. I got another thing. So I said I was going to do it, and I freaking got it. So, but hey, there's that. Okay. Have you experienced pet loss before? Yeah, dude. In fact, Bagel is 10 years old, and I think about the idea that I could wind up losing her in a couple of years to natural causes, and it's scary. But yeah, I've lost my dog Max before. I've just lost so many freaking dogs. You know what I'm saying? I've never lost a cat before. This is my first time getting a cat, really. What do you call it? But I've had so many dogs, and I've obviously lost every single one of them. They just don't live long enough, you know? It is good though, for my kids. It's one of the reasons why I think it's a good idea to have pets. It does help at a young age to teach loss. You know what I'm saying? Because like my wife never had pets before, and she's only just now at 35. She's going to be 36 on Valentine's Day. She's going to be 36 years old. She's one of those babies born on Valentine's Day. Um, what do you call it? She's only just now starting to experience loss as of last year for people around her, people who she's, loved. And she never had pets, so she never had that shorter lifespan, person creature in the house who it's like, oh no. So it's really hard for her losing people. Meanwhile, like I lost my father, like what, 2 years ago or something like that. And it was like, wow, it sucks. And there was some mourning and there was, whatever. But I mean, like, I'm able to get over it You know, I'm at that age where I've actually lost several people. I lost my grandmother, which was the most important person in my life. You know what I'm saying? Around the same time. It was really freaking hard. And I do deal with depression a lot. But since I've had so many, I know some people are not going to understand this, but since I've had so many dogs in my life and I've lost all of these dogs, it made it easier to therefore handle what would essentially be a bigger loss. A dog is a part of the family, you know, saying a pet, an animal. I don't care if it's a freaking, well, maybe a goldfish, depends on how attached you are to your goldfish. But even if it's like a lizard or a rabbit, you're definitely attached to all of these, you know, animals. And like they are an actual full-fledged member of the household. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. So, you know, it is what it is. God Tank, a Gene Simmons tongue thing, I think is actually a really good idea. Loud, I want to hear it loud, right between the eyes. Like, dude, Gene Simmons is freaking awesome. He's a scumbag, but he's an awesome scumbag. Anyway, let's see what else we got. So this is new. It's brand new, and it's really small, but I think it's fitting. Y'all know Rat Trap, right? Oh, crap. Even the loss of a rat would be a bad Oh man, I know it hurts. Oh dang, that's why I never want to own a pet. Can't handle seeing them pass away. Took care of a streetcar. Oh my god, a street cat. Jesus Christ! I thought you said a streetcar. I'm like streetcar named Desire. Oh my god, this guy's Marlon Brando. Um, what do you call it? Street cat. Um, for like 5 years, and in 2020 she got ran over by a car. Yeah, that's sad. And you took care of a street cat and kept it alive for 5 years. You know, the average lifespan of a stray animal is actually only 3. So I hope that this helps. I genuinely hope that this helps out a lot. But you undeniably made the quality of life of that street cat infinitely better, to the point where that cat lived 2 years longer than its life expectancy was. Cats can live like 12 to 15 years in, you know, captivity, if you will. You know, saying living with humans, but only 3 years in the wild. So, and in places like Saudi Arabia, 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot rougher over there for animals. So, yeah, like you, dude, like take a bow and don't be too sad. You definitely made a difference in that one living being's life. So that's amazing. Silver Surfer Black will be a Marvel Legends exclusive for Walgreens. I know, F them. Stateside and EB Games exclusively in Canada. EB Games has been getting a lot better with finding those things. In fact, there's a bunch of people in Canada right now, in a lot of the groups that I'm in, that they already have the Silver Surfer Black. So they're living the Donny Cates life to the extreme. I kind of want him, but I would probably just repaint him silver again. Like the idea that it'll come with the hammer and, you know, all the other little, you know, pew pew stuff that he comes with. But for the most part, I really just want, I've got the Toy Biz Silver Surfer. So he's got the big shoulder balls. You know what I'm saying? I liked Venomized Heroes for the original storyline. Deserve another shot. I actually kind of like the Venomized Laura. Oh, hey. And my family's had bad lucks with pets. None of them died of natural causes. Oh, yeah, the violent sudden deaths are definitely worse. This is I buy my nieces and nephews plush pets. Pet loss is hard. Rat Trap. Yes, I got Rat Trap. So who remembers Pack Rat? I do not remember Pack Rat, but Raven, you get Pack Rat. So this is actually really cool. Look at this. He's got the tail in the back, and it actually looks and almost feels like a real freaking rat tail. I don't know how to transform this guy yet. Oh, okay, this comes down. Okay, this comes down and then it comes out like that. And it does one of these things. Okay, so I get that. I get that now. I could probably do this now, but you know what? I just realized, silly me, I just almost threw away the instructions. You always got to keep these little instructions things. So there's actually an Optimus Prime that comes the same size as this, and I looked at it, I was like, that looks cool, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested in doing that. What do we got here? Mr. Roadhouse. Who's your favorite comic book character? Who's Mr. Roadhouse? Is there like, are you saying Roadhouse from the Wolverine books from back in the day? Because Roadhouse and Bloodscream were freaking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. So anyways, you got Rat Trap. I think that he's a good size for the other Transformers. I'm going to open a bunch of other Transformers now. So we'll see. Hey, Tommy, what's up, Tommy? I find myself staring at your Thunderbird figure on the shelf. He stands tall. Really want Marvel to bring him back. I'm kind of hoping that they do. Also, no, this is not Thunderbird. This is Warpath. I do have the Thunderbird, but I took him down. I'm thinking about actually removing the this stuff over here, or maybe I'll just do it down here because I've had that Ghost Rider up for a long time, and I've never taken Venom down. This Toy Biz Venom, I've never taken him down before. So I'm thinking about right here. I'm actually thinking about just redoing my shells, like actually putting up different shells. I think that it's just too cluttered here. I don't know. I think it's a little bit too cluttered. But anyway, I'm definitely thinking about taking down the Dr. Octopus and the Johnny Blaze and then putting like the original X-Men there because I have my son. Well, by original X-Men, I mean the all new, all different, the original all new, all different. So like I've got Sunfire, I've got, all these guys. I got to get my my Shatterstar out and put him up here also and fix Cable's arm. There's a lot of stuff I got to do. Plus, I've got Domino. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I got to do. I got Boom Boom. The frick, man. I got to start making, like, I have the ability to make all this stuff look better. I just have to actually do it. I got freaking comic books hanging out all over the place. Ugh, man, I got a lot more to do. So I'm going to save my big figure for later, and I'm going to open up a double now. And by a double, I don't know who these two characters are. I've never seen them before, but this is Wingspan and Decepticon Pounce, they are called. So they're apparently twins. It basically looks like one's a bird thing and one's a puma thing. I know this. What do you call it? It's weird. Oh, sorry. And Suan, you get Venomized cat. So actually, let me throw those up. I apologize. They came in too quickly. So here for Raven, you get a little. So you get that one. Thank you, Raven. And for Suan, who, let me just say it now, so you don't have to send another one. She-Hulk, smash that like button, please. She always reminds me. So you got dun dun dun. I'm not really the good guy. I've been Venomized, but since I'm Captain America and I've got the greatest willpower in the world, I will make the Venom symbiote go away because I'm Captain America. F you and F your mom because ha 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 ha. Give me my Green Lantern ring because you know I deserve it. Yeah. So there's those. Okay, let me open up these two guys here. And let me see what else we got. What are you guys saying? Professor, did you get around to reading Spider-Man Noir? No, shoot, I forgot about that. Yeah, I've got to read that. All 5 issues are out. Crap, got to do that. Those aren't easy decisions to raise. Yeah, to rearrange those figures. No, you are 100% correct. But at the same time, if I don't, then they build up dust, and then suddenly I start going. And those are horrible reviews when I'm coughing all the time. So yeah, I've got to do it anyway. It's something that I've simply got to do because taking a little feather duster to it once in a while is like, but actually taking it and then cleaning it and putting it away and putting a new one up, yeah, it's a little different. So, there's that. All right, so let me make sure that I get the. What the hell is this? Oh, lovely. I love when they put these. So here's the inside of this, and they put the little. Oh my God, stuff is falling. You can see they put the little thing over on the side. Oh, so there's actually something I can read, but I don't read Cybertronian, and it's not a language I actually feel like reading. So I apologize, my peeps. But they've got the little infrared wannabe thing there, so that I can do that. And then yeah, here these look like little Predacons. Ooh, God, just saying that, man. I want the Predacons so bad, but they've got to be the Jin Bao oversized one, like my Devastator here. I don't want some freaking Hasbro or Tomy freaking, it's like here's my Devastator and here's the Predacons, and they're like Predaking, and yeah, I'm gonna kick your butt. And Devastator's just like, man, get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Smack them and whatnot. Oh, and I'm still waiting for my gun to come. I've got Devastator's gun coming. It was a separate purchase. It's oversized, so it's probably even going to be big for him, and I'm okay with that. because he should have some massive firepower. That even makes Megatron and Optimus Prime jealous. I'm saying. So let me open these guys up. I actually thought about buying Skylinks, but I'm like, honestly, I didn't really care for Skylinks that much. I thought it was just the weakest freaking transformation ever. It's like, yeah, he turns into a lynx and a what do you call it? A lynx and a I don't know, pterodactyl kind of thing, pterodactyl thing. Like, wow, gee, who cares? And then what are their main transformations? When they form together, he forms a spaceship, and then the other guy forms a landing pad that also attaches to the spaceship. It's like, dude, Skylinks was a weak freaking character. Like, what an absolutely horrible character. The freaking Lynx didn't do anything. Skylinks was just freaking the bird guy. And he would talk in the cartoon and be like, oh, how is everyone doing? And he sounded like a freaking evil character, like Perceptor if he came from the Dark Universe. That would be a hell of a story. But yeah, no, just no. No. Oh, there's actually another thing that I got that I should be showing besides these. I've got 2 more to show, but no, I've got a 3rd one, and I'm going to have to go and actually get it. I don't remember where I put it, but it's worth finding. Actually, maybe I can ask my wife to help me out. Let me ask my wife to help me out. Oh, who just showed up? Hey, Sabah. What's up, Sabah? How you doing? Have you been following Future State? No. That's a real quick, short one right there. Nope. Can't stop hating on Wally West. Wow. Wow, that's not a good thing. I don't think that's the purpose. That's supposed to be the purpose of these comics, man. To just start hating on characters. Okay, so here these guys are. They're twins. When I bought this, I started to realize that maybe I'm just buying things because I really want to buy them for the most part. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys. I don't know anything about them. It's like, why did I think that this was a good idea? The packaging looked good. And they're adding all these characters, so I just don't know who these guys are at this point, you know? It's a lot. It's a whole lot. After 1 a.m. for me, I should be asleep. I'll try not to be too long. I consumed a lot of media that, while not mainly about loss in general, helped me cope with the pain. Nice. Including IDW's Transformers, A Fresh Start's Venom, Devilman, Crybaby, Pamar, and Spider-Verse. Excellent. See, that's the thing. They do look cool, right? Okay, just don't make accusations like that, Sabah. I mean, it's true, but nobody wants to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to hear that. Hey, babe, I have got a Transformer. I think it's in the hallway, or maybe it's under the table. It's a huge box. Remember, it's the one I said was $80 something dollars? Could you please find that for me? No, I did not. No, I wouldn't have done that because I didn't open it yet. Okay. So let me. Okay, I'm gonna save my favorite one for a bit. I'm gonna save my favorite one for a bit. I'm gonna open this one instead. This one, yeah, I remember his name. You know, I don't know too much about the character. This genuinely looked awesome, and this was technically my first impulse buy. Boom! I got Double Dealer. So I don't know anything about this guy, but I do see that he is a triple changer, and that's kind of cool. So robot form, this griffin form, he's like a flying bird bitey thing, and then like he's a missile silo. Like, that just reminded me of Omega Supreme, and since I don't want to afford Omega Supreme, this is the next best thing. He's a freaking missile silo. That is awesome. That is super epic. Mark Guerrero, what's up? Drop and give me 20. What do you call it? This oh my god. I think I told you guys when they used to do the Get the Lead Out on the radios, they would always have Robert Plant's voice on there saying something to the effect of, "Oh yeah, I think it's on the top of the shelf out there in the bedroom." So, yeah. Anyway, he would always, he would come on like once in a while and be like, "Get down and give me 20." And I'd be like, if it's a reminder to do push-ups, then I'll do it. So I just drop and do 20 push-ups really quick and get back up. Like, meanwhile, I'm listening to freaking When the Levy Breaks or something. Yes, that's the one. Hold it low, hold it low, hold it low. Hold it low. They don't deserve it yet. Not yet. All right. Thank you. You want to be in for the podcast? Well, I mean, this is a live stream. I'm just talking about comics and toys. Okay. The evil person says hi. Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard or not. She's like, "How come you don't invite me for this podcast?" Because you guys know I do the actual podcast with her. We're actually thinking about doing another podcast together. I just suggested it to her a little while ago. If we could do one on economics and the politics here in Canada, I think that it would help out. And our observations of what's happening in America. Just another podcast, and go figure. That's the one that's going to wind up taking off and getting like 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one that's actually going to be amazing, right? Because unfortunately, there just aren't a lot of people in comics, which is fine. I don't, like I said, I don't do this for the money. It would be nice, but it's not going to happen. So I just do my thing. That's it. I just do my thing, including opening up Double Dealer here. What's something I could talk about while I'm doing this? It's Bob making fun of me. I submitted a. Oh, okay, gotcha. Uh, he will gain control, then we can see any pretty toys. Let's not speak of the impulse buying. Professor, have you seen the purple Megatron Beast Wars T-Rex? It looks fresh. I never got into the Beast Wars. So I know I have Rat Trap because that was one that I can remember, and I think that's a brand new character. I also like the one Rhino guy with the drill on his hand. I thought he looked really freaking awesome. Also, Rhinox, something like that. Sebastian would know for sure. But I always liked those two. Waspinator was actually cool too. Can't remember if they actually made. I think they have a Waspinator Kingdom Come toy right now. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check on that. If they do, I'm thinking about getting her. There's also the what's his name, Cyclonus. I think I'm actually going to get Cyclonus also. Now, you know that I have Scourge and one of the sweeps, and I have Cyclonus, right? From the previous, not even a wave, from the previous series, the Combiner Wars stuff. So I have a whole bunch of stuff. The thing is, if you remember the movie, Unicron said to Megatron, who became Galvatron, we what do you call it? What is it? Here is Scourge and his sweeps, and Cyclonus and his ship, and it's like the Cyclonus I have is a normal size Cyclonus. Saying like, but if I were to get the larger size Cyclonus, I could just keep it in ship form. And then when Cyclonus shows up, if I'm reenacting the movie, I can say, and his ship. And here's an actual larger ship than what Cyclonus is, which should be the case, right? Yeah, and then I could just use regular big Cyclonus, the ship, as Cyclonus with, yeah, if they ever decide to make a freaking Galvatron toy for this wave. This is literally the most effective wave, and I really hope that they don't start doing stupid things as of late. I hope they don't start being stupid with what they're doing. All of the other, like the Armada Wars, Combiner Wars, Armada, all the other little freaking things that they were doing with the Transformers before, the different waves, they weren't the right size and stuff like that. They're just all over the place, right? They were making goofy toys for a while. Some of them didn't look good. This is literally the best set that they've ever done. These the War for Cybertron stuff that they're doing. They've never had a wave this successful since they originally put out the Transformers toys back in the mid 80s, 1984. So is this like, why is this thing stuck? For crying out loud. Anyway, so I really hope that they understand that and don't just say, oh, we could just do anything and it'll be popular. No, don't do that. Okay, so Sue Ann is getting this one also. Unfortunately, Sue Ann. My wife is in her nightgown and she has absolutely no interest in being in the freaking show right now. I do apologize. And she was literally just messing with me before. No, she has absolutely no interest in being in this one. I wouldn't mind if she was in it. Like, we just talk and we could just, crack jokes at her expense. Unfortunately, like, for real, she has no interest in being in this one. Like I said, she's in her nightgown. She doesn't want to come over. it's it's not that kind of a show, my peeps. It's not a peep show. You remember Christian from WWE? He used to have the peep show. What's up, my peeps? Okay, so I will give you the. I am the warder in robot form. I'm a monster in disguise. Da 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 da. Hey, 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 hey. So the foot keeps on falling down. That's defect. I want my money back. Anyway, I bought this thing so long ago. Forget about it. It's a little out of there. Okay, what is this down here? Oh, okay. Tell her we adore her. Sue-Ann adores you. There, it's done. I heard an aw. We're gonna get a bunch of crap back and forth. And here's our Armada. Didn't that heart? There you go. Laugh out loud. Didn't they explain that Waspinator made it back to Cybertron because the monkeys catapulted him? What? That's hysterical. That's freaking hysterical. As in his own army, like the sweeps. No, he didn't get an army, unless that's something they did later in IDW. In the Transformers the movie, both the comic book and the actual, original movie that came out in 1986, they said, and his ship. Check out the subtitles. They actually have subtitles for them. I grew up with the Unicon trilogy of shows. Man, they have not aged well. Something I noticed also. I just wasn't a fan of them. I think, wasn't it Armada where they wound up making Starscream such a likable character that all the women were just like, dude, Starscream is amazing. It's always so funny how that works in comics and freaking movies, like with Loki. He basically became what Loki is. I think that Starscream from that generation is actually what they modeled Loki after in the whatever wars, the Infinity War and the original Avengers movie and Thor and all that stuff, because like Loki's cute somehow and relatable, and it's like, no, he's evil. Us comic book guys are like, yeah, no mercy for Loki. So anyway, these two parts, I don't know what they do separately. Don't care. This is the missile for the silo. This is freaking amazing. So I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. It comes with this piece. I don't know what it is. It comes with a little tiny gun, which I think is hysterical. Here's this big freaking double dealer transformer, and here's this little tiny pea shooter that he's got. He's just like raw stomping through people, and then pew. like this, more like the disc gun. Like, I'm gonna pound the crap out of you, and I'm gonna diss you by going pew, and you'd be like, oh, I'm in so much pain. Pew! What the hell was that? Oh, please don't beat me anymore. That's freaking great. Oh, he's got these freaking. They look like missiles. They look like little like reloader repacks or something like that. And he's got this thing, I guess, for his wings. He's actually got the wings on the back. They actually fold down and they come out and stuff. Like, that's actually really freaking cool. Anyway, yeah, let me put all these things back. Oop, right there. Can you go close more? Oh, lost interest. So anyway, double dealer. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened there? Okay. The legs, I'm just warning you guys, the legs are super loose. So be careful when you're bending the knees and whatnot. That's the thing when you make them, like transform. And this freaking foot just keeps on falling down for him. It is what it is. Okay, so let me put some of these guys over here. And okay, now I'm going to open this guy over here. Well, not this guy. I walked into the store and I saw this, and they were all behind the counter, and they're like, say anything that you want? And like, I want her. I've been waiting for them to make a good RC figure since they made Springer. This is a really sexy figure. And when I say sexy, I don't mean just because she's a girl. No, this is a freaking beautiful figure. I love love this. This is so awesome that they finally made an RC figure. They made Chromia like a while ago, and it's like, it's going to be the exact same design that they do for RC. So why did you make Chromia? I don't even know who Chromia is until the freaking Transformers War stuff came out. It's apparently Optimus Prime's girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Where's RC? I remember RC. So they finally made her. This actually came out like, a couple months ago. I think I think 3 months ago. It might have been that long. Anyway, and I'm finally opening her because yay, RC. So booyah, super happy about this one. So I finally have Springer and his girlfriend. I just need Hot Rod to be like lusting over her. You know what I'm saying? And then he becomes Rodimus Prime, and suddenly like he's bigger than than Springer. And suddenly like Springer before, while he thought that the relationship was cute, now he's just like, yo, man, this ain't even right, man. This ain't even right. The guy's still wet behind the ears, all right? I'm just saying. So it's not about it's the motion of the ocean, man. Like I would love to put that together. Her gun is actually a little tiny bit translucent. Just a little tiny bit translucent. Boom. That's kind of cool. I don't know about the freaking side targeting thing. I guess that's like where the ammo pack goes. I dig that. Okay, let me open her up. It's just her and that little sidearm. Okay, too many of those freaking things. So now this comes out. She's stuck on one of these stupid things. There we go. That's out. Pick up all these freaking things here. Oh, for crying out loud, there's too many. Little plastic tabs. They're everywhere. I got one more to show you guys, and it's going to be amazing. And it was expensive, too. So I'm saying it was in excess of, I think it was $90. There's at least 81, but I think it was like 89.99 or something like that. Anyway, I just watched episode 1 and 2 with my wife, so she just saw episode 1 and 2 for the first time like a little while ago. We didn't have time. She's got schoolwork to do, and what do you call it? But yeah, she's got to she's got schoolwork to do, so we'll watch the other 2 episodes later, maybe tomorrow. Bang, there we go. Here's RC, super skinny, quick movement. I don't like this big gigantic thing on her back because, she turns into that pink Cadillac. I believe this should come right off. And Kimma. Come on. Hey, mother fathead. Okay, doesn't come off. It's actually on there. Oh, that's just so booty. It would have been so much cooler if it came off. Maybe there's a way to do it. And don't care. Lost interest. So there we go. So here's RC with his gigantic freaking rucksack on her back, which is insane. Whoa, cryptid. Uh-oh. Oh, you're an evil bastard. You are. You know what? Fine. I think I will. I have to go, but one request. Have the pink transformer, her name is RC, ARCEE, dance to I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Okay, just so you know, those are actually the only lyrics I know for that song. But you're evil, so here it goes. Oh, everybody's making fun of this. All right. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie pew pew. I'm a Barbie girl. So cool. Yeah, the big gigantic things on the back of her feet, like her heels. It'd be kind of cool if they came down, like just for the sake of conversation, if they actually came down, so this way she could, in the back, and they could be high heels, stilettos or whatever, so that she'd be like, what? Girls got to accessorize. I think that'd actually be really funny. Granted, RC she's always been portrayed as a straight up ass kicker, but also a warm person to the kids of the Transformers, like a mentor. So a whole lot of really good story background for her. Well, not story, but personality, a whole lot of personality for her. Unfortunately, more personality for her than pretty much any of the other Transformers. You can always say exactly who RC is, saying in Optimus Prime and maybe a couple others, but hunk of plastic, looks fantastic. I mean, why aren't you singing this? Oh, that's actually a pretty good song to go with this, though. Oh man, you guys are freaking evil. Transformers toys always look so much bulkier than they do in the shows. I know, right? With the exception of Transformers Animated, they work with the toy makers in designing on the spot. Yes. Yeah, I know that was always necessary because the original ones, like think about the way that uh, Bob Budiansky had to originally portray, excuse me, Ratchet and Ironhide, and then how he just went right into changing them completely and made them bipedal afterwards, because those original Transformers toys for Ratchet and Ironhide were booty as hell. And turns out they were actually able to figure things out later. If you ever want to become a mechanical engineer, you can make your own Transformers. Okay, it's good we have it on video. um, that's so funny. I thought she was a motorcycle. No, originally she was a pink Cadillac. Later on, they made her a motorcycle. Yeah, they always try and change a bunch of things. Please provide the lyrics, guys. Okay, relax. How about this? How about this? How about this? Guys, here it comes. Here's the big one. What's in the box? What's in the box? This was supposed to be a huge surprise when HasLabs first announced it. They refused to tell you what was in the box, but they did put a link for people who would spoil it. This is, off of the Netflix and everything. It makes me kind of want to watch the Netflix too if this character is actually in it, because like spoilers inside in multiple languages. What's in the box? And some of you guys know. I'm pretty sure that freaking the box. I'm pretty sure that Sebastian will know. But I don't know if Sebastian's saying anything. And this is a really nice box. This actually looks like, and aside from the fact that it's cardboard, actually feels like an old school ammunition box. Look at this. It's actually got the cardboard on the side, right? You just had to cut it with the tape, and then boom. Comes. Look at that. It doesn't even want to go back in. It just slides in, and then it's got the little insert. It comes out. This is one of those times where I feel like I'm going to save the box, man. I'm going to paint the whole thing like OD green and just use it as an imitation freaking thing. Oh, ammo box. Anyway, look at this. And this thing comes up. Oh, look at this. I never opened this before. I didn't know it was going to do all this. What is this? Why is this so heavy? What is this up here? I don't know, but there's like stuff inside. Oh my God. You guys are really here, right? Don't start the party. I was here. So look, you can see there's something inside. But what is this? What is this? I don't know. I've never opened this before. I do know what the character is inside because I totally went on the spoiler chat thing. And I'm going to tell you what I was actually really hoping for it to be. But this is not bad at all. So, oh, for crying out loud. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know how to open this. Should I peel it? Let me just try and cut it with my cheap little dollar store knife. Might have to pull out the big boy. All right, I think I got something going here. Probably going to cut my thumb. Hope nobody's squeamish if blood shows up. I've cut myself so many times that it's like, psh, whatever. I don't got time to bleed. Professor Bill, do you bleed? You will. What's in the box? What's in the box? From WandaVision? More specifically from Seven. But yes, they did that also. Guessing Devastator or Dinobots? That's a nice guess. Everybody feel free to guess. Hey, Professor, did you ever read Spider-Man 2099 story? Yes. Yes, I have. Okay, what is that? It's Play-Doh. I know that smell anywhere because one of the coolest freaking smells on the face of the planet. Okay, there's actual Play-Doh in here. Is this ink? No, just it doesn't want to come out. It's really in there. Anyway, guys, it's black Play-Doh. This is actually really cool because they don't make black Play-Doh. Actually, they do. It's in a part. It's a little tiny tub in a big thing of it, and I've actually been trying to find black Play. So this is actually a super blessing in disguise. I'm just realizing, because when I do Venom stories, I kind of want black Play-Doh so I can make the symbiote, the Clintar stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I don't know what the black Play-Doh is for, but I know what I'm going to use it for. That is freaking. I don't know why that is. Optimus Primal. Yeah, I'm actually pretty squeamish. Sorry. Um, it is Optimus-like. Hey, Bill and chat. You see X-Men Legacy on 14. The whole 3D summer story. Yeah, but it's going to be that guy Fabian, who's an absolute dick to me. So I don't know if I really even want to read it, but we'll see. I'll probably get episode or issue 1. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Here it is. Here's everything outside of this freaking insane box with the boxes inside of boxes. And like they were not clowning around with this stuff, man. And thing and this with the stuff. And I will now show you. This is for the back of it. This is the back of it. What is that? Oh, okay. Now I'm actually really mad. This isn't what I was expecting. Okay, so it's Ultra Magnus. Now I've actually already got an Ultra Magnus, so I don't know what this is all about. This was actually okay. So, wow, I feel like I've been robbed here. Give me a second. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. This is weird. So this is cool. I like this. Comes with the instructions. I've already got an Ultra Magnus, and the thing that's so cool about this is that it's actually my favorite Transformers character that they've been making is all of the Ultra Magnus stuff. I'm not sure. So now I've got one that's battle worn. Again, not a problem with that because I already had an idea. The second maybe, but no, I think the first scene that ever came to my mind for doing Transformer stuff actually involved something from the comic books, not from the movie, from the comic books that happened with Ultra Magnus, and it was a really freaking scary, sad scene. And I'm happy that I've actually got a different version of Ultra Magnus now to show that scene with. So yeah, I'm just saying I'm saving this box because this box is freaking awesome. Now what I thought this was actually the Nemesis Prime. That's what I thought that this was going to be. I'm not super upset that it's this. Like I'm not taking it back to the store or anything, but I really was expecting when I bought this that this was going to be Nemesis Prime. So that's the Dark Universe version of Optimus Prime. And that one was the one that's supposed to come with this box, that the only one that I saw actually has purple on them and everything like that. And it's like, dude, kind of cool. But one of the reasons why this actually doesn't bother me pretty much at all, like no way this is being returned, is because one, I do like the idea that it's got the charcoal, the charred, singed parts on them and whatnot. But also, one of the things that I've been eyeing that I think I'm going to buy now is there's a Nemesis Prime and Ratchet Dark Universe Ratchet guy, Mirrorverse, 2-pack. And I've been wanting to get that for a while now. So I'm actually thinking that because I have this and it just looks so cool, I think I'm just going to wind up purchasing that. Oh, this also comes with a little gun, a little pink energy, one of the target masters. So he actually transforms into a gun. What's going on over here? Play-Doh. What is this box about? Exactly, right? Galvatron would have been awesome, but no, they don't make a Galvatron yet. Hey, Trevor, Dark Knight Nation. What's going on, dude? Professore. Oh, so we're talking Arabic now. Do you keep those boxes for figures? That ammo box is super neat. I'd keep that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to keep that. I don't know if I'm going to make this into OD green or not, but I honestly might. Because I mean, you know what? I could probably go to an army surplus store and get one of those. Because I used to keep M60 ammunition in these. This is what I would get. Like whenever, if we're traveling from here to there, whatever, it's like, oh, there's a resupply drop. Okay, cool. You go out and it's like, boom, here's the resupplies. I'll have like 2 canisters of this, which I think it had like 1,000 rounds of M60 ammunition. And I forget exactly how much they were able to fit inside here. It was like, you could pull 1,000 rounds out on a belt. You can't put 1,000 rounds back in. Like, I don't know how the hell they did it. Like, were they using machines back then? I don't know. But like, they fit a lot of ammunition in one of these. So we get 2 of these. It would have the freaking handle on top, like all metal, and just, boop, pick them up and go. Go back to where you got to go and then disseminate the ammunition wherever you got to do, on yourself or on your battle buddy. Because I always had an assistant, a gunner. I'd had an assistant gunner with me. So if I went down, he would do it. And worst case, he was always, or best case, he was just resupplying. the ammunition. He would grab my my second barrel when I was putting on the glove to change the barrels, because every 10 minutes with an M60 you have to change the barrel because that effing gun gets hot. Legit, that barrel will turn red and warp. I used to have, no, I think it would be on this side, which it's so funny, like burns heal, or they used to heal on me. I don't know if they still do. Don't really want to find out. I used to actually have, the one time I was wearing my wristwatch. It was a wind-up wristwatch. Every day and a half you had to rewind, and then boom. This way you never had to worry about a battery. And then I had a cover over it so that the flash wouldn't show. This, when I was in the Army. And then I went over and I was changing the barrel. I think I was wearing. I always wear my watch on my left hand now. I think I might have been wearing it on my right back when I was a kid. Anyway, I've got a Doctor Who comment in a moment. I was changing the barrel on my rifle, on my M60, and I went to pull it out, and I actually wound up leaning it up against my arm. And it was like, I think it was this arm. I'm positive it was this arm. And I had a huge burn mark, but it was blocked by the wristwatch. Just the bottom part of it burned. And then later on, I wound up doing it again, but this time with an what do you call it? An M1, no, M1 Garand, and now I think they use, because they don't use the M1 Garand anymore. So it's an M1, the 50 caliber. I think the nomenclature is an M1. Anyway, so I had the 50 cal, and I was changing the barrel on that, and that's a huge two-hander. It's like, whoa, like that. And then I want to burn my wrist, down lower on that. So now, with the sun being out all the time, when I removed it, because the watch was on Velcro, when I took the watch off, I had white AF skin, regular tan all around, burn mark here, bigger burn mark here. I look like a freaking barber's pole. It was the funniest freaking thing. I'm like, hey guys, haircuts over here. Like it was the freaking most funniest, stupidest thing. Anyway, so yeah, this is cool. So I really want to get the Nemesis Prime and Ratchet 2-pack because holy crap, I really want the Nemesis Prime and Ratchet 2-pack. Like the stories to tell there. Having an evil Optimus Prime is like an adventure all on its own. You get what I'm saying? But having an evil Ratchet, this is the guy who you'd never expect to be evil. So a mirror-verse version of Ratchet would just be some incredible storytelling that I can't wait to be the one to tell. So yeah, can you guys go away? Thank you. There we go. Okay, so let me finish taking this guy out, and then I'll show you everything that he comes with for this freaking ridiculous price of $80. 80 something dollars. Yeah, like I said, I took it to the price check thing. Actually, none of the I got it at a Walmart. I don't think it's sold anyplace else except online, but I'm not paying the freaking shipping prices. Forget about it. Anyway, so I grabbed this thing and I took it to the price check, and it said like 80 something, like it actually said 8 something, not 79 something. It's like 80 freaking dollars. I'm like, dude, that's ridiculous. But you know what? I'm going to get it anyway because it looks awesome, even though it was spoilery. And honestly, this is even like the more that I'm thinking about it, I'm not convincing myself. I can assure you, it's actually cooler that this is a Ultra Magnus. Because, like I said, I wouldn't have gotten the 2-pack, and that's the only way to get Ratchet. So I'll throw away these stupid little tabs that I caught here with my Maui. I'm wearing a Maui's. It's a, I guess it's kind of like a dress. You can argue it's a dress. I don't really care. It's traditional. It's like traditional in my wife's family, so I like it. Super comfortable, and I can catch things that fall if I'm sitting like this. So here we go with Ultra Magnus, dude. Oh, let me get some of these guys off. What's your MOS? My MOS was 11 Bravo, but I was also 88 Mike. So 11 Bang Bang is infantry, and I was also a truck driver. Doctor Who and Star Trek needed Jon Favreau. You're not wrong on that. Comic Quirks with Jimmy, dude. What's going on, dude? How you doing, man? Doctor Who. So anyway, my wife was just saying, because we were watching the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, and she's like, Paul Bettany would be a great Doctor Who. And I'm like, I think you're onto something. And am I wrong? Would he not be an amazing Doctor Who? Holy crap. Well, she'd be right. No, she's right. Like that's freaking great. Let's see. The Summers family just continues to grow in number. Yeah. Actually, Russell T. Davis is the reason for the Doctors in the reboot and how amazing it was. The other thing I noticed about episode 4 of WandaVision, besides the whole cosmic ray stuff, is that Vision is still being powered by the Mind Stone. Think that might be why he can't leave town. Vision's not real. At this point, the Mind Stone isn't there. Like, the Mind Stone can't be there. He's powered by her. Plus, the big thing that I pointed out, he doesn't have super speed. Her brother had super speed. So why does she says in the first episode, you can move at the speed of sound? He's never moved at the speed of sound, not in the comic books and not in the MCU. That was actually her brother, Pietro, Quicksilver. So, he was responsible for the reboot by Moffat to write Doctor Who. Ever wonder which Constructicon is controlling them when they form a desert? No, it's actually a Getsalt. So all 6 of them are. That's one of the reasons why he's so slow. Why it takes a while to compute what he's going to do next, even moving, even like which target should I shoot. That's one of the best things to do. So like the School of Fish mentality with Devastator or any of the Constructicons is actually crippling for them. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's like, oh, big gigantic thing. If I shoot, it's gonna be a big distraction. Much like me with the 60. When I had the M60, I was able to shoot I knew how to, it's not the hardest thing in the world to do, but I knew how to actually do target practice with it. I could squeeze the trigger just enough so that one shot would come out instead of a 5 to 9 round burst, a 7 to 9 round burst. So I can actually boom, 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 and hit targets from really far away. I was amazing on the 60. But that being said, it's not about target practice. It's not about hitting things. It's about being loud. So if you're out there and you hear, all the small arms fire, pew, 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 from the M16s and even from the AK-47, which makes a distinctive sound when fired by your enemy. When you hear that M60 roll up, even the SAR, like the SAR is a bit, or the SAW, it's like, like that. It's like, yeah, cute, whatever. It's still a little tiny freaking gun. It's still firing 5.56 rounds. But when you're firing AK-47 rounds, the 7.62 ammo, but it's coming from a 60, the freaking gas jets are set just right on this big hog. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just like, when you hear that, when the enemy hears that, they get down. When you need to move the company or get somebody like out or move them forward closer to the enemy, you unleash the 60. And if you really want to have fun, you get 2 60s going. Here's a whole line of fire, and you got a 60 gunner on this side and a 60 gunner on this side. Not all the way in the end, because we don't want them to know where the 60 gunner is. We are important, regular small arm guys or whatever. But when you got the 2 60s going, and it's literally like 5 to 9 round burst, 5 to 9 round burst, 5 to 9 round burst, you just hear bow, 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 and it's super loud, and it's coming, and they're just like, it's coming from everywhere. You will get enemy retreating. You will promise get enemy retreating when you hear something like that. It cracks the morale of anybody who's going up against something like that. And meanwhile, there's actually small arm fires or people actually aiming for you. Oh my God, it's a gorgeous thing. So likewise, anyway, here, let me start putting the stuff on him. So here I'm going to paint the front of this red because these are supposed to be his missiles. And yeah, they got to go this way. So definitely got to go on the top. It's fine. He should actually have the stuff stacked, on his stacks. And this is actually a different design for him also, because the original one I've got, the stacks are actually removable and this one is not. So this is a very different looking, Ultra Magnus. Can he still transform and bring out the regular? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like you can still get the regular white Optimus Prime underneath. Does all of this come off? This all comes off. The arms come off very differently, if they come off at all. Do they slide out? I think they slide out then. Huh. I'm gonna have to figure all this stuff out because this is oh, there we go. Okay, so it'll actually pop out the same way. Never mind. So this is the exterior armor. I've always told the story in my own head, like my own head canon, that Optimus and Ultra Magnus are actually brothers, like twin brothers. They were both produced at the exact same time. Excuse me. But that what's his name? Oh, there's a dude comment. It's all good. What do you call it? The heck. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, so there were actually two, but Optimus was actually like the bigger deal. Yeah, I actually use Khan Academy. Well, I used to use Khan Academy. I was just doing something on one of my other accounts, and I found my Khan Academy algebra thing. Um, so anyway, they so I said that they were the same, but Ultra Magnus always felt, like lesser. He didn't feel like he was as important or as powerful as Prime. So he got all the armor to go on also. So he tries to hide the idea, disguise the idea that he's actually Optimus's brother because he's going to feel, less than if that's the case. Anyway, so I know that he's got this big gigantic gun, which is a freaking beautiful gun. And I don't want him to have it as a side thing. So I kind of like the idea that he's got the one big powerful gun, but I also, so I guess I could just, where the hell does this thing go? I don't want it to go in his hand. You know what? Oh, look at that. It actually just slides into here. Not as far as I'd like it to, but it still slides right into there. But it would have to go this way so we can actually reach it. Because you got to be able to pull out and grab the handle. So put it like that. Then over here, these are actually supposed to go in his legs, but I like the idea that he actually holds the two pistols in his hand because these are like giant freaking hand cannons. These are like the Desert Eagles, the 44 Magnums of the Transformers world. It's hard to do with just your fingers. Anyway, I love the idea of him carrying these, but I do know that they're supposed to go on his legs. So whatevs, man. All right, just whatevs. There we go. Got that one in. Got that one in. Eventually. And this one's supposed to go in his hand. But he's also got this, so bang. But he's also got this Target Master who, oh, he can actually move his legs. Can he bend his knees? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to say no. It's hard to see because it's all pink. No, he can't. It's all just one piece. So he can move his legs around and do whatever he wants, but can't even move at the elbows. Can he turn his head? He cannot turn his head, but he can turn into a gun just simply by doing pretty much that, which is weak, but tis what it is. What else does he have to do to turn into a gun? Oh, his hands can actually go up in here. Okay, so his arms actually go up and they clip into here. Oh, hey, Jimmy, are you still in? Oh, what do you think of the new Transformer series on Netflix? Actually, wasn't bad. It's not that bad. Jimmy, do you have like an email or something like that? I can send you are we buzz on Twitter? I can send you a link if you want to come on, advertise your channel a little bit. We just talk about some stuff if you want. So boop, and then, whoa, hello. So these two little guys go on, so it looks like he's actually shooting. So these actually look kind of booty, to be entirely honest with you. Like, I don't want him shooting firecrackers. it's pink. It's like, can I use this for RC? She's already pink. What is this? Anyway, yeah, I have a Twitter. Are you following me on Twitter? Can you send me like a message or something like that, and then I'll send you a link to the thing if you want to. Oh, send email to. Um, I can't click on this. Let me see over here. It doesn't show up over here. Yeah, I can't. Let me see if I can send this. Hopefully this works. Okay. Ultramax, you go over here for a minute. Got the Play-Doh. See if we could bring on some comics Quirks. Let's see, invite, copy, and whoop. Let's see if I did that right. Oops, where'd you go? That should be it. So, bang, sent. See if you get the thing, with the stuff, and then badang. Oh, Justin, you sent an hour ago. You sent a thing about King in Black. I appreciate, if you're still here, I appreciate the way that you formulated that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to be told that, I've been reading comics longer than you, so blah, blah. That's unimportant. You're allowed to like what you want to like, and respectfully disagreeing is the way that people are supposed to disagree. You're supposed to respectfully disagree. So that's cool. And clearly, I respectfully disagree with you as well. You know what I'm saying? It's perfectly fine. So anyway, here's Ultra Magnus with all of his stuff and his goodies and his boom booms and his bang bangs and his pow pows and his all that stuff. And oh, okay, I heard that he showed up, but I don't see him in the bottom thing right now. Give it a second. Maybe he needs to fix something and try it again. Oh, there we go. And bang, Jimmy!
What's up, bro?
So how you doing, man?
Oh, let me turn this down. It's a little loud.
I'm loud. That might be the problem.
No, it's like if it's a little loud, I might get an echo, and I don't want to have that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's why I always use the headset.
Oh, okay. What's up, man?
Nothing. How you doing, dude?
Not too bad. I was just
where can we find comics Quirks with Jimmy?
you know what? I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, just if you guys want to check out my channel, just Comic Quirks with Jimmy. It's simplest thing.
Seems pretty easy.
Yeah. I got some cool. I do interviews over there with. I've had Mark Russell, Brian Hill,
nice,
Stephanie Hans.
What's she from? I don't think I know her name.
So she's from Germany originally, but now she lives in France.
Okay.
She does. What's up?
Doesn't explain who she is.
It's fair. She does Kieran Gillen's book, Die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the artist
with an apostrophe at the end. Or excuse me, an exclamation point at the end.
Yeah.
Right? The rolling the dice and all that stuff. Yeah, I remember reading the first several issues of those. Those are actually pretty good. I just had to really slow down on all my comics intake.
Yeah, me too, man. And God, this year has been rough.
Don't even talk about this year. The first rule of this year is we don't talk about last year.
Right. 2019 was a great last year, man.
Yes, yeah. Agreed. I don't know what happened with the memory gap. Like that's what happens when you experience massive amounts of trauma. You develop gaps in your memory.
Right. Oh man, this is actually kind of surreal, man. When I first started my channel, I think I hit you up and I was like, "Hey man, give me some pointers." And you actually came on my channel and just left a few comments on stuff. And so this is kind of weird.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I do that all the time. I don't remember. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. Yeah, I always try to, yeah, like, with anybody, pointers, tips, whatever. And now you're a big freaking deal. What's up?
I'm not that. I have 150 subscribers. I'm not that big a deal.
It's not always about the subscribers. Dude, I've got like almost 17,000 subscribers. And you know how many views I get, right? Like I'll get people who are just like, oh, I'm only interested in his Venom stuff. I'm only interested in his interview stuff. I'm only interested in his 10 things about videos. I'm only interested in his spotlighted story. So like there's a whole bunch of different people. Like I look at them and all the views are very different from the others, but I don't have that many views, saying all things considered. So it honestly, it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, there's smaller channels that have smaller subscriber count channels that have huge number of views. So like it all depends. It's all about what you're doing.
Yeah, man. So what'd you think of WandaVision? I jumped in late, so I don't know if you talked about it.
Oh yeah, I did. I do. That's the thing. Maybe some people are only showing up for my Wanda review episodes, but yeah, no. So far, I'm digging on it a lot. Let me open this window because I'm actually hot. Too much
Mhm.
hot air in the room.
Hey, I don't know, man. Did I get a little steamy when I came in here? What's going on?
Dude, it's just that sex appeal is just like, all over the place. Anyway,
It's the beard,
um,
man.
it's definitely the beard. We are the sexiest creatures on the face of the planet with
Damn
facial hair. It
right.
just lines our faces perfectly. But what do you call it? Look, you got a couple more subscribers showing up there.
Hey, appreciate it, guys.
So anyway, what do you call it? Yeah, WandaVision is awesome. The first two episodes that they dropped, I was a little bit like, okay, cool. This is going to take forever for all these 9 episodes to finally get anywhere. And then episode 4 dropped, and I'm just like, holy crap! Mind you, I'm not going to give spoilers in the chat, peeps.
Mhm.
That's for the videos. But yeah, episode 4 turned it on an entirely different level. Like, was not expecting them to be so forthcoming with this.
I knew something like this was going to happen because at the end of episode 1, I was like, they just showed us like 60% of the trailer. And then episode 2 came, and I was like, okay, something big is going to happen within the next 2 episodes. And sure enough, episode 4, and I was not ready for Monica Rambeau. Oh, wait.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Everybody,
Monica Rambeau.
they've put the if it's on a trailer, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been putting those in the trailers. You can't hide spoilers from trailers.
Right,
So
yeah.
yeah, Monica Rambeau, and it was freaking amazing. I love the little nod that they give to Photon. Did you notice that on the
Yeah,
wall?
in the name.
That
Yeah.
was that was perfect. I'm like,
That
okay,
was good.
that's the way you do this. Looking forward to seeing how they're going to eventually give her powers because it is not Monica Rambeau if she doesn't have her powers.
Yeah.
She should literally be so ridiculously powerful that it's like, dude, I don't. She was my first Captain Marvel.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
was the first Captain Marvel.
Oh no. Marvel
Wasn't
was
she? I
technically the
thought she
first
was
Captain
before
Marvel.
Marvel.
Oh no. Her first appearance was actually in. I actually have it. I just got it not too long ago. Um,
Oh,
Amazing.
I just noticed your jacket. That's sick.
Oh yeah, it actually zips up and all that good stuff, and it does the Venom stuff. Here we go. I just bought it not too long ago. This is number 10,
Hey,
right? Yeah. Oh no, 16. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16. Like this is her first appearance, and this is super late in the game. Marvel was already a thing in the early 70s. Um, might even been late 60s. I think it was like super early 70s. Anyway, yeah. So no, he was dead by the time that she came along and took the name. She actually took the name before what's his name was able to take the name. I don't know. It is what it is. And then she was Photon, and then she became Spectrum. Yeah.
my
Hoy.
my Wi-Fi is a little spotty, just so you know. So if I lag out, that's why.
No big deal. No big deal. I don't know that I want to keep going for too long anyway.
That's fine.
I got a podcast to prepare for.
Oh, that's
But
right. You do it with your wife now. Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
that's good. I saw the one where you talked about oh, what was it? It was you talked about in comic books, like the racist thing where they swap characters gender, not gender, skin color to be inclusive, and I was like, that was a good conversation.
Oh, yeah, I try. My wife actually works what do you call it? In uh what is it called? It's basically like immigration refugee. I'm studying to be an immigration refugee consultant. She's actually a settlement officer. So she actually tries to find jobs for the people who are coming into the country and whatnot, you know?
Awesome.
So yeah, so she gets to help people out like that. And she's not supposed to, but she actually helps them writing their resumes also. So like yeah, there's a lot there, and she gets to see a lot of the problems that a lot of these guys are coming over. And she works in an office where everything is it's that, and there are other people who are trying to find homes for these guys. It's like they're not paying for these things, they're just saying, okay, so with your budget, let me try and help you how to find a home and or an apartment or something like that. Let me show you how to actually do it here.
Yeah.
So yeah, training just how to assimilate better here in Canada and stuff. And yeah,
Your wife's a badass, is what you're saying.
essentially, yes. She could be a little intimidating.
I have to ask you. I'm on a big Doctor Who kick the past couple weeks. What do you think of the? Do you like Doctor Who?
I stopped watching when it was on Netflix. With I guess it was the 10th Doctor.
David
Uh,
Tennant.
the, the ninth was my absolute favorite, but I did watch Tennant. I know it's
That's
a
a
weird thing.
weird one. I haven't heard that before.
Really, he was
Yeah.
just such an asshole, and it like fit with my Jersey personality so much. I'm just like, dude, if I was a Doctor Who, this would be me. You know what I'm saying? Um, did you just hit a coin and you got some money for
Yeah,
it?
it's my notification on my phone.
It's a freaking Super Mario Brothers. That's amazing. I love
Yeah.
that. But what do you call it? Anyway, yeah, and then I saw David Tennant, and then I stopped when he got changed into the other guy. I was like, oh, they
Nice
kept on talking about him wanting to become a girl. They didn't make him a girl. Well, this is stupid. And then I didn't bother watching when the next season came out. So, oops.
I stopped watching
She
after
does.
Matt Smith, and so it's on HBO Max, and so that's why I got a kick because I got HBO Max, and I got to watch all through Peter Capaldi's run, and I was like, it started off very rocky, but by the end when he regenerated, I was like, I kind of want a little more. And then when Jodie Whittaker took over, I love Jodie Whittaker on Broadchurch. I don't know if anyone knows that show, but that show is amazing. It's a crime show. They have it on the BBC, and she was amazing. So I was like, oh, cool. She'll be a cool doctor, but the showrunner has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
That's disappointing.
It was bad.
Since Tom Baker, damn. I think that was the one that I started watching with also. I remember watching way back in the day. I remember when I was too young to really get what was going on, and some of the stuff was actually really scary for me. But I remember my father showing me Doctor Who, and I was just like, this is the coolest opening to any show ever made. Yep. Like the music and everything. I was like, this is like listening to Dark Side of the Moon. This is wicked.
I mean, it works, man. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been on the show for what are they at? 56 years now?
Something I don't know.
It was like time. Came out in 63 and they kept going.
Oh, the writing's getting bad on Doctor Who. Oh no.
Yeah, it's bad. Jodie Whittaker, this is her last season. And she's leaving, so I'm hoping the showrunner will leave too because it's not working out.
Wow. My wife's favorite character is River Song. I never watched any of the episodes with the character, but she loves River. Looks like you got a little swaying, a little swooting also. That's great.
I love River. When we first met her in Silence in the Library with David Tennant, I was like, how does she know him? And then that was written by Stephen Moffat as well. And then when he became the showrunner, we've got to flesh out River Song. And every time she's on screen, my heart is just giddy.
That's not the girl who got the little dog robot, is it?
No, the dog robot is K9, and he was
K9
given to Sarah Jane Smith.
Okay. I remember the dog was just way too cute. I'm so glad they brought the dog back.
Yeah, that was really cool touch. My dad, so I started watching Doctor Who when the reboot happened, 2005, I think it was. And I wasn't a big fan of like that Doctor, but when David Tennant came, I appreciated it. I fell in love with Doctor Who. So when I was like, "What's this dog?" He goes, "You don't know K9?" So he showed me old Tom Baker movies and stuff episodes and stuff. And I love Tom Baker too. Tom Baker was great.
Nice. Yeah, I love that they came up with the idea of the constant regeneration to explain new actors and whatnot, new stories continue, but they still pay attention to every single one of the old episodes in some way, shape, or form or another. Like it's one of the best continuity shows. And this is one of the things about now that I think about that's something I'm going to be talking about at some point. Whenever I have to complain about continuity in a comic book in an upcoming review or something, is when you think about franchises, what is the purpose of having a franchise if there's not going to be some kind of continuity? If you're going to just ignore everything that came beforehand. And one of the reasons why Doctor Who has existed for as long as it has, including general comic books, is because, oh, look, I think
that's why the new season, the latest one that just ended of Doctor Who kind of, it got 0% on Rotten Tomatoes at one point, is because the final episode just destroyed all of the continuity of Doctor Who. It was like a kick in the face to the fans. I'm just like, we've been here figuratively since '63, and we have all this great, beautiful storytelling, and you just go, that doesn't matter.
Wow. And you know what? I bet you that a lot of the writers and the showrunner and all that said, it's hard to keep writing continuity. So sometimes you just gotta, no, we don't. Actually, we can just give you a 0% and turn the channel. And it looks like that's what's happening. So hopefully it's a wake up sign,
Yeah, I don't think it will, because the Chibnall, the guy who did Broadchurch, I mean, the guy can do great stuff. Like, he did Broadchurch, but then when he came over, he fired basically the entire the crew who's been on it since the reboot, and was like, we're gonna bring in all our people and do everything we want to do, and it just changed everything. And it was very upsetting, and it's sad because, man, I really love Jodie Whittaker. She's a great actress, and yeah, David Eccleston.
Yeah, Eccleston. Wasn't that the doctor that I was talking about?
No, Christopher Eccleston was the first one, and David Tennant was the second, the one after that.
Yeah, the 10th and the 9th.
So he combined them.
No big deal. That's freaking funny. No, I rely on Raven a lot to explain stuff. So if Raven does make a mistake, I can assure you it was just a glitch in the force, and what do you call it? Mandela effect. That's all it was.
Oh, okay.
But holy crap! Yeah, I loved Eccleston. He was just such a smart ass.
Yes.
The Broadchurch stuff, is that Doctor Who related?
Nope. It's a totally different show.
Okay.
It's just about a small town, and a kid ends up dying, and so they bring in this new detective from the big city to come in, which is David Tennant, and he has to basically solve it. And what's her name? Olivia Colman. That's his partner. I think that's her name, Olivia Colman. Her face. Everyone knows her face, just doesn't know who she is, sort of thing.
One of those.
Yeah.
I remember her from such and such. One of the things that I might go back and watch some of those older episodes of the older seasons of Doctor Who, because I remember at one point, I think it was under Tennant, they were back in time, like in the Elizabethan era, so like 3 generations of queens ago, and or 4, whatever, and they
was it the girl in the fireplace?
Oh, I think it was, but it was at the end of the episode. There was they said Torchwood. I'm like, what's that? And then or somebody said Torchwood or something like that, and all of a sudden it was like it left us on a hanger. The next episode didn't talk about it, and several episodes didn't talk about it, and it took a while for suddenly Torchwood to become a thing.
So that one was Tooth and Claw. That was the one with the werewolf then.
Damn, he remembers the freaking names of them.
Oh man, I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Yeah, and also they're pretty easy to remember because they're basically the same thing as what happens in the story, so it's just easy to remember.
Okay.
Did you watch? I can give you 2 shows, and if you don't like Doctor Who with the newer ones, then there's no point. 2 shows. One of them is let's see if I can read.
Oh, there's some lag. Till he comes back. Think about, like, a lot of comic book guys could really learn from the idea that, hey, here's this incredible storytelling that they were telling with like the Torchwood stuff and the I see you back. Yeah, okay. I'll get there. But you think about the incredible storytelling that was told back then, where they would drop just a name, a word, and it's like, what does that mean? And this is to go back to the beginning of this episode, this show. When we talk about Jason Aaron, that's something that Aaron is really good at doing. He's good at like dropping a hint, dropping something, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, and then pretty soon, but dang, we get it. It's like, wow. The problem is the execution of those ideas it's campy, and it's way too fast, and it's like you rushed through it, and you could have just let the stuff breathe. That's pretty much my understanding of who Jason Aaron is, a guy with amazing plot ideas and horrible execution in the story delivery.
So, funny thing, Jason Aaron's I get shit on so much for this. Jason Aaron's my second favorite writer of all time, but my number one's Brian Michael Bendis. I get shit on for that. Don't worry, I'm used to it. But Jason Aaron, I totally agree. He did my favorite Thor run. So that's it. And it was like he's perfect at setting up, like when he did setting up War of the Realms, we had 7 years of like, okay, is he going to set up this? And then he foreshadows something else and then something else. Like we had 7 years of complete buildup that covered everything possible. And it was, I actually ended up liking War of the Realms. I know a lot of people didn't, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it was fun. It was convoluted. It could have been told better if they understood what they were doing with the tie-ins.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
I
like
was thinking
that
like the tie-ins was just too much anyways. There was like what, 150, something like that?
Yeah, there were a lot. And it got to the point where it's like, if you have a lot of tie-ins, fine. Could some of them at least matter? Because I looked at all of the tie-ins. I read all of the tie-ins, and there's so many of them. It's like, this literally has nothing to do with anything else, you know? And even the guy like Jim Zub, the guys who actually tried to do something fun, tried to do something cool. It's like at the end of the day, it was like what, 3 or 4 comics to get to them actually going to do something, and they failed at the end of it also. And that's fine. I'm cool with seeing comic book characters fail. There's drama there if you follow up on it, but there was no follow up on it. And I'm like, what was the purpose of the whole thing then? Like if it never happened, it wouldn't have mattered because they never addressed it. It didn't have any consequences on the whole thing. And it's like, it really sucks when that happens.
Yeah, I got a talk with Jim Zub recently, and that guy is too smart. Like if you want to talk to someone smart, that guy is really smart, and he's just enjoyable. And we talked about Jason Aaron too with it, and he and I agree he's one of the greatest modern writers of all time. Sadly, though, I've had a rough year with Jason Aaron on his Avengers run.
Yeah, same.
I loved it all the way up until Age of Khonshu, and then it somehow went from C plus to B level comic book to like a D minus overnight. And it's been a full year. It's been a full year since that, and I'm just like, oh, it's been a rough year.
Yeah, when you start with something as big as the Sentinels are returning and they're being killed by even more powerful Sentinels, I knew right away. I was like, this can't last. This absolutely can't last. There's no way that they can keep doing this. Like, what do you do what do you do after that? That's the question. So it's like, you can come up with a great idea. Sure. What do you have next? You know, maybe this should be the end of what you're hoping to do, but it just didn't work. Did you interview Zub, or where are you at? Are you in Canada also?
No, I'm in Washington State.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Crap, you're all the way out there. Jeez. So what, you interviewed him?
Yeah, I interviewed him. Yeah,
nice.
He's a great guy. My family
he actually teaches right down the street from me at
really?
Is it McGill or McMaster? I think he's at McGill. He teaches, might be McMaster. He's one
Ontario,
of the two institutes. Yeah. Well, Ontario is like freaking huge, but it's like in Toronto. It's right next to me in Mississauga.
That's where my dad was born.
Oh, in Toronto?
Yeah, my dad's an immigrant, so he was born in Toronto.
Well, so you're a dual citizen then.
Really?
You are. If I actually study immigration consultation, so you are a dual citizen. You have the right to become a Canadian citizen. If your father was born in Toronto, then he has the right to be a Canadian citizen. Mm-hmm. And America does things differently. It's like because whatever. If you're an American and you have a kid that's born in, I don't know, some other country, that kid is still a citizen. And then that kid, his kid, even if it's not born in America, can also be an American citizen. Canada has a thing where that kind of happens, but only for the firstborn. So if your father was born in Canada and can prove that he was born in Canada, which he should be able to prove because he was born in a hospital, I imagine, then he should be able to, show his paperwork. Hey, look, so he was actually born, and then you being born outside of Canada still means that you get to be an American citizen. Now, if you have a kid who is not born in America, not born in Canada, that kid is not a Canadian citizen. That kid can become a permanent resident, which is considered a like getting a green card. Mm-hmm. You get it? And then that kid can easily, move on to becoming a citizen. But you have the right to be a Canadian citizen if your father was actually born in Toronto. So
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Hey, free advice.
So if some shit happens down here again, I could just go pop right out.
You could just bug right out of there. It was like, I need to go back. Is this asylum? No, I'm a citizen. Come on in.
Oh man. So what I was gonna say before I cut out a bit ago, 2 episodes. Let me try to remember the exact episode too. One that'll make you happy because you love art and you love all this beautiful stuff. Season 5, episode 10. It's called Vincent and the Doctor, where he meets Vincent Van Gogh. The last 10 minutes of that always brings a tear to my eye. It is some of the most happiest thing in the world. It's great. And the other one is
Janeway always talking to Vincent Van Gogh in the holodeck.
Is
it like Janeway always talking to Vincent Van Gogh in the holodeck?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, from Star Trek Voyager.
That's actually one of the ones I have not seen.
Dude, if you like this stuff, you're definitely gonna like Voyager. I don't see how you couldn't.
Oh man, like I grew up with the Next Gen and the original Star Trek too. Like I love that stuff.
No hate, no hate.
Yeah.
No, it's all good stuff. But yeah, you can go right into Voyager and fall in love with it. I love Voyager. It's my favorite version of Star Trek.
Oh, see, Sabah even says it's true. I cry every time.
Oh, jeez, there we go.
And,
Damn it, a bunch of softies, and I'm a softie too.
So the second one is the 3rd season. I don't remember the exact one. I'm gonna say episode 9 or 10, actually. It is called Blink. It's one with weeping angels.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that was an amazing episode.
Yeah, and like those two, if they don't get people to watch Doctor Who, then nothing can.
Even the first one with Eccleston, where like there was the
plastic.
It was called that's right. It was called Plastic with the mannequins. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny? That was actually a creature from like the 70s, or I think it was the 70s. And the 70s one were just people with plastic masks, and that actually looks creepy as hell back then, more than it does now. It's just weird.
That's funny. Oh, that's freaking funny. You dislike the angels. The angels are just scary as hell. It's like, keep your eyes open. Don't blink. You better learn how to wink. You better become a lizard and lick your freaking eyes because you don't have eyelids. Like something like that. Do that.
They do that?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Learn something new with Professor Bill.
I'm full of lots of pleasant, useless information. But anyway, yeah. All right. I'm probably going to cut out. Is there anything else you want to talk about or not?
No, you asked me to come on, so I thought I'd come on and say hi.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So Comic Quirks with Jimmy. Go and check him out. Like save it and do all this stuff. And exactly. Rock on. This is Kiss. This is Ronnie James Dio.
Oh, Dio. I'm so happy I'm not the only one who remembers him.
Oh, dude, forget about it, man. He's still one of my profile pics on Facebook. That's right. I still Facebook.
Yeah, I've been off of Facebook for a while.
I think most people have.
So that's cool.
Oh, man. Meanwhile, are you on Twitter?
Well, touche.
Yeah.
But that would have been 2 cesspools.
It's okay. You're not wrong. All right, my peeps, love and peace. And do you want to say the thing with me?
No, I don't remember. Wait, what is it?
We're gonna do things together. Okay, so here. Okay, Professor Bill and Comic Quirks with Jimmy. Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Comic Books Quickly. Class dismissed. There's always that thing. We always do the thing.
Okay, I didn't remember what exactly.
It's all good.